皆もご存知渦巻きナルト。
What's up, it's your boy RJ in the building, and today is episode 3 of the Walls of Despair podcast. Now, for those who didn't know, which you should know by now, to be honest with you, we chose to do a podcast. We're aiming to do it weekly, but there might be some weeks where we not do it because we busy, we got work and thing. So this is episode 3. Episode 2 and episode 1 is on Ian PoisonedOkami's channels. Why did I go blank for a second? Link will be in the description, and link will be in the description. Won't it be, Mitch?
Hey, why are you saying that to me? I'm the one of the three of us who actually puts the links in the description. I witnessed the both of you not do that.
That's why I said it, because you accused me of not putting it in. So now you will look down and you will see it in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. If I go on that video and the links aren't in the description within 10 to 15 minutes, I'm giving you smoke.
You know what? I'm gonna put it in 16 minutes. How about that?
Then you're getting smoke.
But yeah,
I'm gonna report the video. I can't lie to you.
Waste man. But yeah, so as you have heard them already, as always, introduce yourself. What is going on with English? Introduce yourself today.
PoisonedOkami, ladies go first. Go for it, man.
What did you just say?
He said ladies first. Man said because Eno's in the thumbnail, he's shooting you like a girl now. That's what's going on.
Oh, I see.
What did you just say?
Yeah, I was like, okay. Yeah. Anyways, it's your boy PoisonedOkami, me, myself, RJ, and E. Up in the podcast, you know how it be. Today's RJ's episode. We're gonna be talking about whatever RJ's thought about, because he's the host for today.
And
so
he's
taking the responsibility. He's taking responsibility of doing the topic. So you got me here, and I'll pass the mic on to E, even though he doesn't deserve it because he called me a woman. But off you go, E.
Yo, I'm not. Before E goes on, can we just deep that E's been on smoke like every episode intro?
He actually has, hasn't he? I think he low-key hates us.
Like before it was on Poison's channel, it was me, and now on my channel it's Poison. What's going on?
Yeah, he's always attacking.
Yo, I switch it up every week. What can I say, man? What can I say?
Waste man.
It's your boy E, also known as MrAirforce464. But yeah, let's get this party started, man.
Alright, cool. So let me back out my phone because I wrote it down in my notes and I can't actually remember what the question was because I did it before. Hold up. So nice weather we're having, right? Well, I get into my notes.
It's grey and miserable like usual here in the UK.
Alright. So the question, by the way, guys, when we answer these questions, the other two people generally do not know what the question is. Like they actually have no clue what I'm gonna ask them. So everything that I'm telling them is not like been devised behind the scenes. It's literally what we think. Okay, so I don't know. Devised behind the scenes, isn't it? I don't know. So, right. The question is, right, and I got this question. I feel like I've mentioned this topic before, but we've not properly spoke on it. Yeah. Would you still love Storm 4 specifically, because 3's passed, Storm 4 without the glitches?
When you say glitches, what do you mean?
So
you have to specify.
Button lock's gone, extended stun's gone, any form of glitch is gone. Combo switching isn't a glitch because they patched it, so that's still there. But any form of like unintendedness in the game, gone. So air to ground combo resets, gone. Shino's fourth hit and the up combo, gone. All of it's gone.
I'd still. Oh wait, Sheena's forfeit.
Yeah, that is no longer an infinite.
Is that considered a glitch?
Yeah, because when you land, you're button locked. Didn't you know that?
Yeah, I know that because that's how the infinite works. But
yeah,
like, he's been like that in every Storm game. So
yeah,
like I guess CC2 just really, if that's considered a
just
glitch,
not
then CC2
changed it.
just really sucked, right?
Yeah, basically. Basically.
Oh god.
So you probably have
Shino,
less time. I think you could maybe still loop it, but you'd have a lot less time to do it. I
I
think.
mean, Shino still has an infinite in his third hit, so I can do his 3-hit infinite. So
So every kind of glitch is like gone.
okay, yeah, no, I still play the game. Yeah, I would.
You said?
Because the reason why is because like I'm still great fundamentally, and like I can still like play the way I do without having to use those things. Like,
But would you still love the game?
Yeah, I love Storm regardless. Like I love Storm when it was on Storm 2 and the mechanics were ass. Like, you know, like I think about realistically how often I do stuff like, you know, the ground to reset combos or delayed air combos and stuff like that, and I don't do it very often compared to other people. So I feel like if that stuff were to change, it wouldn't really bother me. I think it'd bother other people more than it would me. So for me, I obviously like it would affect like Shino and stuff a little bit because that's like one less damaging infinite I can do, and you know, for some of the, you know, button lock situations where I am in an I-Force, I can't really do those anymore. But characters like Danzo become a lot less annoying in their awakening because, you know, like Danzo in his awakening, he can do his 3 hits and then he cancels the 4th and final hit with the awakening action, and because he does that, he button locks you, so you can't jump back or anything. So if those glitches were gone, that wouldn't be a thing anymore, and you can jump back and avoid the reverse tetragram.
Yeah.
So that would make fighting Danzo a lot easier because that means he
And
wastes his
Kaguya.
reverse tetragram. Yeah, exactly, because of her button locks. So if those like button locks and stuff are getting taken out, yeah, that wouldn't bother me. That would just make fighting awakenings a little bit easier.
Okay. So you're saying that you. So are you saying you'd like the game more with it gone?
Oh, now you're really asking things.
That's what we're here
like,
for.
I'm weighing like the Shino up combo being gone compared to like the other stuff. Would I like the game more?
You'd like the game more.
Can I say that I'd like it the same? Maybe. Like, I don't know. Maybe I might like it more. Yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah, because obviously it brings less, you know, reset options, and that sucks. But I don't know. Just forces players to think a little bit more and just choose other options, I guess. Yeah, be like, I guess it would sort of change the atmosphere and the dynamic of the game. Sure, why not?
So you don't feel like it would be more boring? Yeah, you don't think that Storm would be?
I mean, we can still do switch tech jutsus and stuff, right?
Yeah, I think that's intended. Because they changed it, innit? Like, they changed it from the full length combo to the first few hits.
I mean, they taken out switch check jutsus and switch check chakra dash, and then they put it back in. So, I mean, I'd assume that's still in. As long as I can still do a lot of the switch check that I still do, then yeah, I got nothing to complain about. Like, if I can do switch check chakra dash and then jump shuriken, and I can guard break them instantly, like, you know, like I did in my guard break tutorial.
Would you
like,
as it was that's a glitch? Ended.
Huh? What do you say?
Do you think? You know, the fact that we can. Wait, hold on. Let me come here. Yeah. So, do you think that's a glitch, or do you think that's intended? When you dash, switch, and layer it with kunai, and it breaks or almost breaks the guard. Do you think that's an intended thing, or do you think it's a glitch?
I like to think it's intended because it was in Revolution as well. How did you do it in Revolution? It was like I think you can throw shuriken and then cancel the throwing animation with instant awakening, and then dash alongside the shuriken and hit the block at the same time, and it put them instantly down to red. Yeah, I used to use that a bunch back in the past. So
I think it's intended because it works with certain kunai.
Yeah, exactly. Like it wouldn't work with Senbon. So characters out of Senbon are like Kabuto, Haku, like and Tsunade. Like they can't do it.
Yeah, like I think different stuff has different blocks done on it, and I think they intentionally made kunai, certain kunais have more blocks done than others, and do certain hits
like
than others.
Special. I call it special kunai. You know, characters who have like the range. Like Shino, for example. Like Shino's insects, you can't really do it that well with that.
Yeah.
So as long as I can. So basically, my answer is as long as I can still do that stuff and I can still approach the way I do, and still play the fundamental way that I do, then yeah, I'm cool with it.
Okay. All right, so let's move on to
We didn't
the
get E's
dickhead.
answer.
Exactly, the dickhead. That's what I'm saying. Him.
We said let's move on. I thought we meant let's just move topic. I was like, wait, no, I want to know what he's gonna say.
No. You can't forget about the everlasting bastard. Come on now. E, hi, how you doing?
Oh, no, you can't be talking to me. You have to do some other Possible.
He said, "Oh, me? Oh, you could never. There's no way."
Oh, you trying to me? Oh, nah.
You know, if we could see E, just see him looking behind him, like nah.
I can see him like looking off in the distance, like not even looking like our way or anything.
Yeah, he's like, I think he goes up to someone else. He's like, I think he's talking to you. I'm not lying to you.
Yeah, I think he's talking to you. I think he just called you a dickhead, mate.
Yeah. He's like, no, he's talking to you. Me? What? Never. He can never dare. Anyway, E, MrAirforce464.
Yes, sir.
I feel like I already know the answer, to be honest. But do you feel like, that you would like the game without no glitches? Which means Mifune combo after grab, gone.
Oh man.
In a bit. See you later.
Oh man, that's that 50-50 chance. Oh no, what's he gonna do?
No more 50-50 chance after Mifune grab. Oh
man.
So
shucks.
Oh golly gee willikers, what am I gonna do now?
Yo. Well, I'd probably like it a bit less just because there's less character. No, there'll be less ways to play in the game. Like obviously that combo off the grab isn't guaranteed, so it doesn't make it OP.
Yeah, of course.
And it's also a fun way to play. Like anytime I land it or go for it, it's fun. Obviously, if I fail it, then I have to go for another mix-up. So it's definitely skill-based. And then obviously you've got the air combo resets that I love to do. Got a tutorial on that. Make sure you guys check it out. But yeah,
this man plugging himself on the pot. I'm weak.
Yeah, man, we be plugging our shit out here, bro.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like it just makes it just decreases the ways to play in the game, which I dislike. Like at the highest level, there's already a limited way to play in the meta scene. Like, if you're playing no rules, you can have to pick S or A tier characters and the high ones at that. So
yeah, but then characters like Madara, Ten Tails will give you nerfed. He has no infinite, no combo cancel.
That's true, but I don't find that those characters.
Oh, same for Rin and Rampage and Obito, because they have the same infinite.
Yeah, exactly.
As well. And Jubito in his neutral combo.
No combo cancel. Kaguya's lava stage has no button lock in it anymore.
Well, that means we can't do the infinites with Tamari and Yugato and their combos either.
Yep, that's gone too.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wait, that sounds miserable.
Yeah,
boring.
that's what I mean. So it's like, don't you think it was just like make lower tier characters move up, like Karen Sasuke, for example?
It would, but not in the way that I want. I don't want low tier characters to move up by taking away less from the higher tier characters. I want everyone to have stuff that they do unique by themselves. For example, you know.
But wouldn't it be equal to like nerfing, like, you know, for example, right, in like a game like Tekken, you nerf the top tiers because they're too strong. So wouldn't you feel like that's what would happen? You just nerf the top tiers because they're a bit too strong.
In Tekken, when they nerf characters, they take away stuff that they can do. Because if you nerf Mifune that way, you're taking away his ability to combo off the grab.
You do, but not in the way that I think you're thinking of. Like, for example, let's say that one character, like, they have this amount of plus frame, so they're able to do this mix up. Now, but they might take away one plus frame, so now it's like you can't really do it because you can't really do it as good anymore, or you can't do it. Do you know what I'm saying? That's kind of how they do it. So like Madara, you will still have Madara's second hit being good. You still have his awakening being strong. You know, you still have his jutsus. The only thing Madara wouldn't have is his infinite and his combo cancel. That's it. And he would have had his air to ground combo reset either.
But yeah, that's the thing. Like, I wouldn't want Madara nerfed that way. Like, when players use it or when I use it, I don't have a problem with it. Like, I don't find it
neither do I.
I find it cool, if anything. The only thing that I would want taken away on the glitch side is random button locks. Case in point, Sage Hashirama. Like, it just doesn't make any sense, and you get rewarded for brainless button meshing. which I
I
don't
don't
like.
know. You can't pick and choose your glitches, man.
Yeah,
RJ
you
said
gotta
it. All the glitches.
it's either all or none.
Yeah.
It's not.
But, like-
It's not. Which means, because I've not even brought up the big point yet, I want to wait until we all talk and then bring up this
I feel
big
like
point.
it'd make the game a bit more boring. Like, obviously, it'd be probably less annoying to play because you wouldn't have, random button locks and, OP characters would be enough more, I guess. So
Yeah.
but I feel like for me personally, the game would be more boring to play.
So you're saying, would you still love Storm 4 if without the glitches? You're saying no.
No, I'd still love and enjoy playing it. I'd just be a bit more bored when I'm playing it. That's all.
Okay. I thought it'd be opposite, I thought you'd be like, yeah, yesterday, get it gone. That's what I thought you'd be.
I thought you was gonna be like that too. I thought you was gonna be a bit more enthusiastic about it. But he actually surprised me. Like,
Yeah. I'm
he hit us
very-
with the mix-up.
For real.
Come on.
You know, he kind of towed out that combo. I'm not gonna lie. Like he kind of just Mifune towed it out of it.
So, my opinion, right, is I feel like it would be. I'm similar to Poison's. I feel like it would be. I'd love it just as much, but for different reasons. Like, I love it more because I feel like there'd be more variety in the meta play. I feel like there'd be more characters. I feel like because there'll be characters where the button locks are gone and stuff like that, it will bring other characters up, which means that more characters will be relevant. I feel like. I feel like, again, random button locks as well. Like, for example, Utakata doing his neutral combo and you can't switch, like stuff like that. But I feel like, and which is the big point, what's it called? Sub banking would be gone, which is a big dub.
True. Oh my god.
Do you know what I mean?
Annoying.
That was the big point. There should be a big dub should be gone. There'd be a lot of super broken stuff which should be gone, which is why I feel like I'd prefer it. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, like you said, there are some button locks which makes a character, gives that variety to a character, like Shino having that
like
up
not
combo.
everybody, like not everybody has a problem with button locks either.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Some button locks, and people accept, like that's just part of the character, and we're all cool with it.
That's what I mean. Like who complains about Madara's button lock? That's broken. Rampage opposite button lock. That's broken. This is broken. That's like, you don't hear that because it's like, it's extended stun, but could you imagine like Rampage and Obito with no combo cancel and infinite? And he still be good, but like you have to dash to convert now. It's a bit dead, So it's like, like even with Deidara up combo infinite gone. Do you know what I mean? Up combo infinite gone.
His stun lock on his tilt would be gone as well.
Yeah, that's gone too. The button lock on his tilt is gone.
Garbage.
Like, I don't know. That's what I mean. Like, that's what I'm saying. I still love the game, but I love it differently. I love it for different reasons, not the same reasons. But I feel like I still love the game. But I feel like characters like Stormfree Kakashi would go up. I feel like. Because he's he's, like I say, he's a fundamental character. He still have his big ass hitbox on his first hit. Like he still do everything that he does now. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I feel like like I said, there are some characters that won't be phased, but Tentel's Majora will firm it. He'll take a hit.
Kaguya as well.
Kaguya will take a hit as well. Danzo will take a hit.
Very slight hit.
Neji will still be good. But yeah, so I got so I wrote a few questions down as well, just to keep it going, right? So my follow-up question to the main question now, is glitches the problem of this game? Now, let me elaborate. A lot of people say, "Oh, this game's dumb. It's not bad. It has all these glitches. CC2 is not patched. This is why the game's whack." Now we've just said that in some ways that we like the glitches. So is glitches the problem to the gameplay?
Glitches as a whole isn't a problem. Certain glitches in the game are a problem. Like, I don't know if you remember at the beginning of Storm 4, you could Infinite Awaken. That was a big ass problem.
Yeah.
Especially with the OP awakenings, like Susano, done Madara's. Can you imagine if that was still in the game with Madara's, 6-pass Madara's awakening? Jeez Louise. But yeah, and like, obviously, in competitive setting, it would get banned, but you still have to deal with that in player matches and online when people got salty about losing. No one wants to deal with that.
Yeah.
So it's just certain glitches that are a problem. So for example, with button locks for like, Zetsu over to 6-pass Madara. Generally, from what I've seen, no one has a problem with that. Or I've never heard someone complain like, yo, why does Mifune have the 50% chance of comboing after a grab? Take it out of the game. Like, I've never heard anyone say that. So it's just certain OP glitches that should be taken out of the game. Like Infinite Awakening. The French community has found another way to do that, which is crazy. So
Oh my god.
need to get taken out. The Infinite Madara's Infinite, no, not Madara, sorry. Danzo's Infinite one hit. They found another way to do that.
Infinite one hit. What's that?
Yeah.
So you can switch and do his one hit, even if it's basically.
Yeah.
And you gotta do the first hit, and you gotta switch and do the one where he gets his sub back at the same time. So you'll switch, and Danzo will still do the one hit.
Yeah. Even if you've already used it.
Oh, you're talking about the awakening action. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like just his IC1 infinite. I was like, he has an IC1 infinite? Because
No,
you said
no,
one
no.
hit. You said one hit, so I'm thinking, oh, like, he's got an IC1 infinite. Like I didn't hear about this, but you guys are talking about his one hit kill awakening action, right?
Yeah.
I'm on track.
Yeah. So what about you, Poison? What are you saying?
Just take out the dumb shit, bro.
Yeah.
Take out the fucking what's it? The sub banking, because I'd be doing that shit on accident sometimes. Like it's easy to do on accident.
It's so easy to do that you can just do it on accident.
Yeah, like I've done it on accident. So that needs to go.
And there's
Leave the infinites in. Yeah, leave the infinites in. Like, don't touch those. Take out the what's
He's
the
thinking.
yeah.
The what?
Just gotta do my snaps and clicks real quick.
Yeah, he's thinking.
I remember now. The straight back click. Take that shit out.
Oh
take
yeah,
That was-
the map thing as well.
Yeah, because that also gets done on accident. Like, there's things that you can do on accident, but you can also force on purpose to get an advantage. So yeah, like I want those to be gone. Yeah, like I said, just take out the dumbassery, man. Just take out the stuff that just like gives unfair advantages, and then because like if you do consider the glitches to be like Shino's up combo infinite, Deidra's up combo infinite, and like things like that, that's not really so bad. Like I'm happy with them staying.
Yeah, because
that's just
it's paired with block stun, isn't it? Because that fourth hit gives you the block stun, so they can't really throw Kuno while they're in the air. But with Shino's one, even when he lands, they're still like standing for a bit. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like you just have less time to do it, which means would you have enough time to loop it? Do you know what I mean? That's where the question would like. You probably wouldn't have a time. You know how with Shino you could do the forfeit without combo, and then you can recover, and then you could just dash and convert. You wouldn't be able to do that anymore. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's like, yeah. Basically, my answer is like, just keep some keep some of the good stuff, but get rid of the dumb stuff.
Yeah.
So what Sam saying, take out all the ways you can sub bank, take out the random button locks that you get from certain characters. Kaguya and Sage, Hashirama are prime examples of that. And what was the other thing that you said?
Oh, I got one. Would you take out the fact that you can't switch when Utsukata does his combo? Would you take that out or no?
Take that out, that's dumb.
Nah, I want to keep it in. It's funny as fuck.
I knew.
Oh, that's because you're always on the other end of it. You gotta be the one doing it, and it's so funny. It just gives you this very bad sense of power.
I remember when Poison was telling me, right, and you that was playing. This is before he knew it, and you was. You kept on dashing, and you'd be like, "I switched this game," and you was getting so hot, and then Poison's just there chuckling to himself, and didn't even tell me.
Oh yeah, I'm just quiet. Yeah, I didn't tell. I did it to many people, and I just wouldn't tell anyone. And I get messages like, "I swear I switched." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I know you did." But it didn't come out because I didn't let it come out.
Oh man, waste man. At least I would have told you. I'd have been like, yeah, you can't. Where's that?
I kept it from people for a while. Like when I found it, I kept it to myself. I thought this is funny. Like this is gonna be so jokes.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
right there, man.
Okay. So my next question, yeah, for you guys, is so if CC2 approached you lot and was like, you know, I've got a choice. You gotta either have no glitches in the game at all, and we'll remove them by the instant, or leave the game exactly how it is. What are you choosing to do?
I mean, didn't you just ask us that earlier?
No, but I asked, like, what would you prefer? Like, would you still love the game if it was gone? I'm saying that if it was gonna happen,
we get to decide if they
exactly.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Like, if CC2 was like, say it and it's done, all glitches are gone, every single one deleted. You can't have some. You can't have like some gone, some not. It's either they come to you and they're like, nope. Like, all right, cool, all glitches gone. We have it done by tomorrow. Gone. In a bit.
Yeah, I'd say take them out. Yeah, I go for it.
You say take it out?
Yeah.
You say goodbye to extended stuns, button locks, Sheena up combo. Say goodbye to all.
Yeah, get rid of it all, mate. Because the thing is, I'm mainly focused on is I'm getting rid of the glitches that suck, that really give unfair advantages.
So you think it doesn't weigh out, basically?
Because, like, you know, I just think about that time when Playco had a money match versus 10 versus Flake, and Flake did the strike back glitch. That really bothered me. So, yeah, get rid of it.
You know what?
And if it means, because like the thing is, like, although it would suck for some characters, competitively, I think it would be doing the game a favor. I'm pretty sure a lot of people watching this might disagree with me, because, you know, like there's a lot of like stuff that will probably get taken out that people like, but the thing is, though, I know realistically from, you know, being in the community for this many years, and I kind of know my peer top players. All the top players are going to stay in the game. Like, Flaco ain't going to leave it over that. Like, I know, you know, iPow, Ibra, like the Arabic players, the French players are still going to play. You know, like I know that he would still play. I would still play. Like, there's a bunch of people that would still play the game, and I'm sure like even like the regular community players would just play still. Like, I reckon if they got taken out, people will probably complain and moan that they can't do certain things, but they'll get over it. It's fine, you know. There's other answers, you know. Shino's got a 3-hit infinite, you know. Daedra can do his
convert off his 2-second hit.
Yeah, see, exactly. Like you're already thinking of answers. Like the thing is, like when we moved from 2016 Storm and the whole leader combos got patched out, people are thinking, oh, that's it, that's gonna be death of the game. But we just thought of ways around it, and we just thought of alternative styles. That's all we did, and that's what we would do if they take out glitches. We would just play differently. We would just play accordingly to the patch. Because let's face it, let's be real. I will be really real. We all love this game. That's why we played it for 5+ years. We've witnessed many changes in the game and the way it plays, and all of us are still playing it every day. We still got people like us making content on it. Competitive players are still doing money matches on it. There's still tournaments being held on it, LAN and offline and online. Like there's an offline one coming up in America somewhere this month. So.
Oh, that's one for 1,000, right?
I think so. Yeah. I forgot the name of it, but
bro, I wish it was in London. Jeez, Louis, if you'd seen it.
Yeah, same. I travelled down to London for a day.
Oh,
but
oh, wait, do you not finish?
Yeah, like I basically my answer is take them out because I know for a fact it wouldn't impact the game that negatively. I just know it wouldn't.
Okay. All right. So, E, take out all glitches or leave them in.
You know what? I was gonna be like a bit of a crackhead and say no, yeah, but. After listening to what Yama said, I'm gonna take it out simply so I don't have to deal with random button locks and sub banking, because those are two just very annoying stuff. So, regardless of how the game will take a hit, I'm doing it for the button locks and the sub banking, just so those are out of the game. And like Yama said, it will help the game competitively as well, and the strike back hitch as well.
Okay.
Like, rather than like have people try and play by the rules and a gentleman's agreement, it will just be out the game. So even if you wanted to do it, you can't. You know? And that's always better.
So if that was to happen, would you not play more inclined to play competitive? Like, would we see you in tournaments more, see you do more first to fives, or would you still be like...
would button lock still be in the game? Not button locks, I'm sorry, I meant, would Misinputs still be in the game?
I mean, if you go by my theory of Misinputs, it would be, because remember I said I feel like there are random points where we get button locked in it that we just don't know. But if we don't go by my theory...
Me and E refuse!
If we go by... Okay, so if we go by my theory, which means that Misinputs would be gone along with it.
Okay. Then yeah, you see me compete way more, yeah. I'd be a lot more consistent.
Wait, did you say Misinputs would be gone?
Yeah, so if we say that if you go by my theory, right, of it, right, which means Misinputs would be out the window, gone. No Misinputs anymore. But the glitches would be gone with
Everything input actually works.
Then would you still compete? Would you play competitively?
Bro, yeah. I would be going for literally everyone's head in the EU. Are you dumb? I'm not joking.
He said, "Are you dumb?"
He said, "Are you dumb?"
Yeah, he did do it. Are you dumb? EU screwed.
So that's it.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's so funny.
First to five every week, bro. Oh
yeah.
Every day of every week, fam. You'd be out to get everyone. You'd be like, what?
No, legit though.
Okay, all right, that's cool then. So as a summary, you would So as a summary, ideally there are some that you would keep in, some you keep out. You said, I think you both did say it'd be a bit more boring. I think you said.
Yeah, it would be a little bit because obviously me and E use some of the stuff, like, you know, I use Shino's up combo and I use like assets of it, and E likes to use Mifune's combo off the ground type thing from his grab. So like, you know, if there's assets of that's gonna rob us of our usual play styles, but we'll get around it. It's fine.
Yeah.
You know, we're top players. You know, it's whatever.
We're amazing. We got it.
Yeah, we're pretty darn good at the game. Like, we hit that circle button real good. It's fine.
Fair. Okay then. Right. So is there anything you don't want to mention on it, because I'm out of questions?
If you could get rid of one thing from the game, what would it be?
Get rid of one thing.
I know you have the answers already.
Sub banking now?
Yeah, one issue. One issue.
Sub banking.
One current issue.
Missed that. Get that gone in a bit.
For me, it'd have to be the Misinputs at the moment. And Misinputs
Of a
are
sub banking.
Yeah, no, that'd be like second, and then like strike back glitch would be third for me. But yeah, no, my first one is Misinputs. And obviously, I'm sure E asked this knowing my answer, because obviously me and him were like totally on the same page. But like, there were so many situations. Like, I even seen it recently. It was not recently. It was like a month ago. But it was like a first to five. It was like, or a tournament match. It was like iPal versus one of the Arabic players, I think. And iPal lost. And we could all visually see in the chat, like all of us could visually see that iPal meant to do something. Like, I think it was a dash, but it just didn't register, so he just stood there and his chakra just glowed, and he just stood there and didn't do anything. And then like he had a very delayed jump or whatever, or like a delayed jutsu or something, like instead. And then we were all like, yeah, no, he didn't do that. Like, we could just tell that was a major misinput, and then he got screwed. He got punished hard for it. And just visually seeing that bothers me. Like, again, another example, I saw Pleiko. He was comboing someone with Sarada, and he tried doing, you know, he does her full down combo of the shuriken, but he jumps after the shuriken and chakra dashes, so he does a jump chakra dash then. But he jumped, the chakra flared, and he ended up doing a air jutsu instead, because the X button for the chakra dash didn't input. So, you know, when you chakra dash in air, you start mashing circle to start the combo. Yeah. Basically what the game did is miss his X input and made him do an air jutsu instead, and it screwed him over, because obviously that's not a confirmed combo, so his opponent blocked it, dashed him, punished him, and got a lot of damage off of him. And I was so upset for him just seeing that. I was enraged because Pleiko was about to take a round, and it just bothered me, because the misinput he had just, it made me feel sick. like when you see it in other people, that's also when you know it's a bad thing. So yeah, for me, it's the priorities misinputs.
Okay.
Right.
I assume it's just the same then. Yep.
Even with sub banking, depending on obviously the level of your opponent, you can beat it even if you don't use it. But obviously, if you're facing a top player and they're using sub banking and then you're not, then that's just long for you, innit? But at least with sub banking, you can play no rules and agree, okay, don't use sub banking. So that will be a way to avoid it. But misinputs, yeah, take that out of the game. That needs to be gone ASAP.
Yeah, but if you grab, I don't think sub banking is avoidable. Cause you can do it by accident.
Pardon?
You can sub bank by accident.
Yeah, that's fine. I can still beat it off. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I know, but like, would you not think it's still an issue?
Sorry to interrupt, but this reminds me of when that one time during WOD Dojo when he was like, "I don't need chakra, man. It's cool." Like when he said that just then, it just reminded me of that. Like I had a little flashback of that moment. But yeah, anyway, continue.
Well, basically, my answer is misinputs because I run into the issue of misinputs more than I run into the issue of sub banking. I think I've only run into sub banking like maybe 3 times in my whole time. Maybe I ran into it more, but obviously I didn't notice. Maybe they weren't using it well enough. So,
yeah, I also copy and paste E's answer, like like to add it onto mine. Like I experience misinputs more than anything else, which is why it's such a priority for me.
Okay.
Literally.
Okay.
Wait, RJ, what's your answer to that question that he asked?
If I could, I said sub banking.
Sub banking, I think you said.
Oh, you said sub banking.
Yeah, because I mean, if we're saying, okay, you don't really know how I feel about misinputs. All right, everyone who knows me knows how I
RJ
feel about
doesn't get it. He's immune. He's immune. To
I'm trying to play on RJ's PlayStation.
I'm clearly immune to it because So I've asked multiple people about it, like even Playco, how it happens to when people play fast. So I'm like, alright, cool, so I'm gonna play fast. I'm trying to get it. Do you know what I mean? I want to experience what, like, Listen, E complains all the time about everything. Before Misinputs, it was like, yeah.
Bro, but you know this game's netcode is trash. Let's not play.
I'm just saying, you know, like.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie though, RJ. I mean, with the whole speed issue, and you saying you're trying to play fast and you ain't getting it, to me, that just sounds like you just don't have the Godspeed.
No, I have the Godspeed. It just means I don't get the misinputs.
I don't think you got the Godspeed.
I'm just sick.
I don't know, man, because only those with Godspeed have experienced the misinputs.
No, because even when, like you said, even when you said it before, even when you play slow, you still gets it. You know. So
yeah, no, that's fair actually. Yeah, no, like even because even when I had like slow paced movements, like there are times where I want to jump chakra dash and I end up doing a bloody air jutsu on accident or something because it just didn't input the X. Worse, there are times where I've been playing E and E means to block in the air and I managed to catch him in the air and I think to myself like I caught him fun, but like. I'm like, but I know for a fact he meant to block here, so it doesn't feel as good, because I know he would, because he is defensive is like, you know, as like the borders surrounding Mexico, so like.
This man will tell you barefaced lie that he is not defensive. Hell nah.
Oh nah. Is this true? Is this true?
Ask him. Ask you. Go on.
I have defensive moments, but my overall playstyle isn't defensive.
Told you.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You've been saying that defensive people aren't great, but you're defensive.
Yeah, that's not very Godspeed of you, E.
That's not very Jajunkin, bro. This is where in the WhatsApp chat I'd put getting God and Kudo fist bumping right now. But yeah.
Wait, what were we talking about? I forgot.
Oh yeah, so I was saying about like, oh no, I don't remember. Talking about misinputs, we were talking what led to it.
Well, we got distracted about E's defensive playstyle. Man, what were we talking about again?
It's just that top tier that you just got mesmerized.
Oh my god! Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Getting us together. Okay. All right.
Yeah, because I actually listened to what you said about pressing inputs fast, and then so I went away and actually tried it, and then there were moments where, like, let's say I'm playing Yama and we're playing neutral, and I'm just literally walking around, and then I'll go to switch, and obviously in the game you can literally switch at any moment. Ground, air, combo, after counter.
Exactly what he's about to say.
And
But you can't press switch and circle at the same time.
No, but like sometimes it's just standalone switching. There are times.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure if you study my stream VODs, I'm in the neutral and I just want to switch just cause sometimes, and the switch just isn't fucking coming out, and you see me flick the shit out of the fucking right analog stick, and it's just not coming out, and both characters are there, full support gauges, like it isn't recharging or anything. And,
so that's why I say, don't you think that there are some things, but that what I like to call the Utakata effect, where you just can't switch. Something's happened and we don't know, and you just can't switch. Don't you think like that's the thing?
It's just, I mean, it's just happening like in any scenario, though, isn't it? Like it's happening because I get that against like any character, any player, any region. Like, because then when you tell me that, it makes me want to like look into it and then research and hunt down what the problem is. Because then I'd know. But I don't know.
How do you research that? Isn't it? It's one of the ones.
Exactly. Like yeah. So. I don't know, me and Playco spoke about it, and he told me like he thinks they've changed like the game's like general coding or whatever of how the fight runs or whatever. I forgot what it was he said, it was a long time since we spoke about it. He said that is why inputs are being like missed often. Like it's something like that, and I'm going with that theory. That's the theory I'm going with. I'm not gonna think it's an Utakata effect because I don't know. Let's say, for example, we find out what it is, and it's the fact that your opponent just did a support dash into jutsu into another chakra dash with the third character, and that means it locks you. That's just going to annoy me and make me sad.
Yeah.
So basically, so let's say I'm not saying it is that, but it's basically just I don't want to find out. Basically,
because if that's the answer, due to how much we all buffer and switch tech, because we all do that a whole bunch, then that means we're all constantly locking each other. And then if I know that, if I have that piece of information and I get locked during a critical moment, or I accidentally lock someone during a critical moment for the both of us, and I win because of it, I'm not gonna feel victorious. I'm gonna feel like, well, yeah, I won because I kind of just manipulated his input and forced the misinput. Great. Like that's how I feel when I'm against E. Like when I catch E, when he, his block ain't registering, where he accidentally does an air hit when he meant to do a chakra dash, and I catch him, I think, oh cool, nice, I'm getting damage off. At the same time, I'm like, well, it sucks because if this was pre-patch, it wouldn't be like this. We'd still be fighting back and forth in the neutral game. So like. I want to win on my own terms. I don't want CC2 to give my opponent misinputs.
Thanks.
And I don't want misinputs myself either.
You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of like if we both pick like Seiju 6 plus Madara, I think it's Hashirama and either Danzo or last Sasuke, and we both awaken and spam jutsu buffers and awakening actions that can actually crash the game. Like you can actually make the game crash because of that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
In competitive sets, some people use that. If they're losing, they'll crash the game by spamming jutsu buffers, and then obviously you get a reset. If the game crashes.
I'm not gonna lie, this podcast is just making me realize how many problems we have. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes like I forget like the amount of problems there are.
Yeah. Well, so obviously the podcast coming to its end. To summarize, what would you? So the final question I'm gonna ask you guys is, if you could add one thing, just one thing, to the game, it could better the game, what would you add? I'm gonna go last because I feel like if I say mine, you're not gonna say mine.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go last.
So your question is, what would I add?
Yeah. So if you could add anything to the game, it could be anything to the game.
I would add the bit where they take out misinputs.
Yeah. That's not an ad.
I'm kidding. I'm just being my usual meme bias self. Oh man, this is. I can see why E chose me to go first because he's probably thinking about it because I need to think about it too.
Literally.
What would I add to Storm 4? Oh, that's easy. I'd add old stuff. Like, wait, can we add one thing or can we add like a sort of like a package of things?
You can say you add one thing and then you can like just explain what you would add after, but you can only add one.